Hello, everyone. It is Self-Care Sunday, Self-Care Edition. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for this Sunday night? Oops, get this right here. Let's see if I get this right here. Get my cameras all straight here. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for on this Sunday, the 8th day of May, Mother's Day? Although I argue Mother's Day is every day. Tell me about your day and what you are grateful for this Sunday. Well, I'm looking out at a beautiful sunset right now. I'll tell you that. That is nice to see. Beautiful sunset on this 8th day. It was a chilly day, but it was a nice day nonetheless. Let's see what's going on here with my computer here. Get all my screens going up on the screen here. There we go. Now I can see. We are broadcasting on both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook? No problem at all. Just hop right on over to YouTube. Cassandra's got the link there for you in the show comments. In the show comments, they are there. What is going on in your guys' world this Mother's Day? I hope all the mothers out there of everyone, or everyone who has a mother, had a great day. Hey, Adele and Dazzle and the pets of resale. It is treat time. How are things in Michigan, Adele? I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you. I hope it was a wonderful day for you. I hope everybody had a wonderful day. I think this is the most normal flow of a Mother's Day we've had in a couple of years. So it's been 3 years since we've had more of a normal flow on Mother's Day, I guess is sort of the way that I'd look at it. It's and the way people did things this year, which is nice. It's nice to have a little bit of a return to normal. People out and about at restaurants and, taking care of mom, visiting, being able to visit with moms. So it is it's something that we've been waiting for. It's not 100% normal, but it's a lot more normal than it has been in years. So I am excited about that for people, for everybody. We had kind of a chill day here today. We kind of kicked back today and didn't do a whole heck of a lot, which is a win for us. He didn't spend all day at my desk, although I easily could have. But very excited about things. Let's get things started tonight with the Stay Positive book. The Stay Positive book is how we start this program every night. Tonight, we are on page 68. 68 we're on tonight. Today, decide to be that person who instills a positive belief in someone who needs to hear your encouraging words. Believe in others more than they believe in themselves. That's a great quote. I'm going to say that again. Today, decide to be that person who instills a positive belief in someone who needs to hear your encouraging words. Believe in others more than they believe in themselves. That is a good quote, and actually part of what I'll talk about tonight. Part of what I'll talk about tonight is believing, even when when it doesn't seem like you should. Believing. And that is a good thing. According to our friends at MasterCard, April sales remained steady amid strong order growth. Total retail sales, excluding auto, in April rose 7.2% year over year, 15.3% compared to pre-pandemic spending, not adjusted for inflation. Similar to growth that has been seen otherwise this year. In-store sales increased 10%, while e-commerce sales fell 1.8% comparison to last year. reflecting consumer demand to get out, according to MasterCard. Although online sales continue to remain elevated versus pre-pandemic levels in 2019. States leading the charge back to brick and mortar: California, New York, Florida, Nevada, and Illinois were among the states leading the charge back in. And that's something I've seen too, as I've worked with different stores one-on-one. I've seen that in the metrics there as well. So that isn't a huge surprise there. Hey, Kitty, great to have you here with us live tonight. There's somebody from Illinois. Apparel was a leading growth area, up 10.8% year over year, and department stores were up 15.7% year over year, and 22.3% pre-pandemic numbers. Happy Mother's Day to you, Kitty. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Hey, Kath, it is the Illinois group here tonight. Illinois is in the house. And jewelry sales continue to be strong as well. So there's a lot of growth out there, a lot of strength out there. So that is some very good news out there in the numbers. But even one of the most striking numbers to me, as for Mother's Day weekend, was the reservation numbers. So reservations, as tracked by online reservations for Mother's Day, were up 39% over pre-pandemic numbers. So 39% more reservations than pre-pandemic numbers, which had a lot of people out and about today. We just got takeout. We got takeout pizza tonight and chilled. We were chilling with that, and we got some bakery items this morning from the farm stand that we go to. We tend not to go out on the holidays because even the restaurants you love, they're so overwhelmed with crowds and busy that it doesn't tend to be the experience you love. So we tend to avoid going out on big holidays like today. But we did enjoy the day in. But that shows a big strength in people getting back out there, which is really good for everybody. That's good for everybody. And we actually saw that with in-store shopping. Mother's Day pre-pandemic was not a big shopping day. It was not a big shopping day for us. It's actually a day in the past we've had sales. We don't do sales very often, but it was a day we'd have sales on just to generate some traffic, because I'm a big believer in being open the hours you say you're going to be open, but we wouldn't generate a lot on those days, but we do some sales and that would generate business. But like Kitty just mentioned, having quite a few pairs of mothers and daughters shopping this weekend, we had some mothers treating themselves. We had one yesterday who was so excited and spent $500 on new clothes for herself and was so excited with all the bags she was leaving with. And today, even on Mother's Day, we had a strong Sunday of shopping led by home decor and home decor items, but a strong day of shopping on Mother's Day. So not complaining at all about that. Happy that people were out and about, and so that is a good thing. But in general, traffic. Hey, Rose, happy Mother's Day. Well, let's do Sunday night trivia, because I got that, and there's a lot of you here tonight. So remember, for Sunday night trivia, 3 of these stories are real. Only one of them is fake. Can you spot the fake story tonight? 3 of these stories are real. One of them is fake. A college student bought a Yoshitomo Nara ashtray at Goodwill for $10 and then sold it on eBay at an almost 30,000% increase. There's a Texas beach that you maybe don't want to play around on, as discarded dolls keep washing up on its shores. Diet Snapple is dropping the diet from its name. Or story number 4, Rihanna wore a solid gold brick as a necklace to the Met Gala to celebrate the theme of gilded glamour. Which of those is the fake story? Was it a college student bought a Yoshitomo Nara ashtray at Goodwill for $10 and then sold it on eBay at an almost 30,000% increase? There's a Texas beach that maybe you don't want to play around on as discarded dolls keep washing up on its shores. Is Diet Snapple dropping the diet from its name? Or did Rihanna wear a gold brick as a necklace to the Met Gala to celebrate the theme of gilded glamour? Which of those is the fake story? You know, as I've been talking about different retail stats and different things going on out there, it is different in different parts of the country, and I've mentioned that. And for example, restaurants in the South are outpacing those in the North, and that's similar in retail. I'm seeing that in retail, but that's why some of the retail ones are seeing the biggest gains. So that's why some of the northern stores are starting to see some of the biggest gains as people feel comfortable getting back out there and are starting to. We're starting to live with the people are realizing COVID isn't going away, but stop letting it control your life. It can't control everything. You got to be safe. You got to be smart. Wash your hands. Do all of that. Remain smart. Get vaccinated. Get boosted as you are able. But the whole idea that there's just going to be an off switch on the pandemic. There isn't. There isn't an off switch for the pandemic. But we are getting into that phase where you can, where we have to live with this. This is an acceptable level of living with it, and it's right up there with other acceptable things and risks you take every day, from driving in your car to other things. And it's not... So we're in a much better place than we were 2 years ago. Much better place than we were 2 years ago. And that is very exciting. That is very exciting. Everybody thinks Snapple is the fake story. Snapple is a true story. Snapple is true. So that leaves you with, did a college student buy a Yoshitomo Nara ashtray at Goodwill for $10 and then sell it on eBay at an almost 30,000% increase? Is there a Texas beach you maybe don't want to play around on as discarded dolls keep washing up on its shores? Or did Rihanna wear a solid gold brick necklace to the Met Gala to celebrate the theme of gilded glamour? Hey, Michelle, great to have you here from Virginia, live from Virginia. You're never late, Michelle. We're just getting going. We're just getting going. Happy Mother's Day to you, Michelle. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I don't want to leave anyone out on that, even those with only fur babies, even those who only had a mother. I want everybody to celebrate. It is a great day to celebrate. So don't write me and say I didn't include your name. I'm sorry. We got more guesses. The dolls is true. The ashtray, Adele, at Goodwill, that is true. The $10 ashtray sold for nearly $3,000 on eBay. The untrue one is Rihanna did not wear a solid gold brick. She wore some other gold things, but she did not wear a solid gold brick to the Met Gala to celebrate gilded glamour. So that was your fake story this week. That was your fake story. Our quote from Simon tonight is, so many business plans are based on best case scenarios and made up numbers. Oh my God, the made up numbers. I've seen so many. They should really be called business hopes and dreams. So many business plans are based on best case scenarios and made up numbers. They should really be called business hopes and dreams. Is that not the truth? Is that not the truth? I wanted to hark back to a second to our quote today from the Stay Positive book. I'm going to read it again because it really hits home. Today, decide to be that person who instills a positive belief in someone who needs to hear your encouraging words. Believe in others more than they believe in themselves. Okay, believe in others more than they believe in themselves. And I share that this weekend as I don't know how many of you caught the most exciting 2 minutes in sports yesterday, the Kentucky Derby, where Rich Strike, an 80-1 horse, won the Derby. A horse nobody believed in. A horse nobody believed in. But its jockey, its trainer, they believed in that horse. They believed. They told an encouraging word. That jockey was telling encouraging words to Rich Strike. Rich Strike didn't know that he couldn't win the Kentucky Derby. Okay? Rich Strike went out there and didn't know that he's not supposed to win the Kentucky Derby. He went out there and raced and played the game. He went out there and played the game. So, winning starts up here, people. Winning starts in your head. And more importantly, losing starts in your head. Well, I grew up on the horse racing. I grew up on horse racing in upstate New York. Where one of the oldest race courses, Saratoga, and its August place to be, would run its race course. He came out of nowhere. He came out of nowhere, Michelle, because he knew he could. Okay, because he didn't believe, because somebody believed in him. Okay, he didn't know he couldn't. And I think of that as I think of so many of you in your stories. Okay, of business and where you've come from in the last 2 years even, and how you've gotten to where you are today. Okay, there were people that didn't believe in you. There were times you didn't believe in yourself. Okay, there were times you were the underdog and you were the long shot. That you were the long shot, and you just know you're supposed to win. You know you're supposed to be the best. And if you go into your day with that mindset, if you go into your day with being the best, of taking care of your customers in the best way, of taking care of your team in the best way, of doing your best, of winning, of you only know you're supposed to win. Okay, if you go in with that mindset, you are the under horse. You are the 80-1 shot. You are the one that is winning. And you can create that life, that team, that store of excellence. And you do that incrementally, one day at a time. This wasn't just this horse's first race. This wasn't his first time on a track. This wasn't, other people believed. You got to pay money. You got to, there were people that believed in this horse enough to put money on it, to put it in the race. This isn't just to say, you don't put that kind of money on a race just to say, oh, my horse ran in the Kentucky Derby. Nobody remembers the other 19 horses. Nobody's going to remember certainly 18 out of the 19 other horses that ran yesterday. But they are going to remember the one that won. The one that won. And he did. He came there, and he just knew he was supposed to run. And he was supposed to race. And when you start each day that you are supposed to run, and you are supposed to run this race that you can play, that you have trained for, that you can win. And you ladies are pretty freaking amazing at that. And so take a lesson from Rich Strike. Take a lesson from Rich Strike. And look at how you can be the leader in your area, in your store, and you can make your run for the roses. You can make your run for the roses. I got to talk about our friends in government for a little bit. Our friends in government for a tiny bit here tonight, because there's a lot going on. It doesn't affect all of you, but it does affect some of you. So I got to update you on some things with the SBA, a couple different things. First, the PPP. Again, the largest segment of people that have not applied for forgiveness is for loans under $50,000. It's not automatic forgiveness. You actually have to do the form with your bank or with the SBA portal, but you actually have to do the application for forgiveness. They are sending out, not as much in this group, but it is loan review decisions. If you've asked for a loan review, if you get a letter in the mail from the SBA saying final SBA loan review decision, which I haven't had anybody actually get this yet, and I'm not expecting it from most of the people that listen, but if you ever get that letter, you have to respond to it. Time is of the essence. You have a very limited window to reply to it, or the decision is locked in. And that is in a really small amount of cases, but it's a small enough amount of cases, and usually on larger loans, but it's small enough that I have to mention it. Hey, Florida Angie. I do have to mention it because the other group that it's happened in is people that have made clerical errors in the smaller loan amounts. A lot of people that rushed to apply for forgiveness, one of the clerical errors that was very common was they said, how much was your loan? Let's call your loan $50,000 just for simple numbers. How much do you spend on payroll? People put, let's say, $40,000. And how much do you want for forgiveness? And people put the $40,000 again instead of the $50,000. And so a clerical error in filling out the form left you with a balance of $10,000, requiring you to apply for an SBA review of the decision just because of the time, the mistake in filling out the form. And that was a common error, especially early on in the forms. So, but if you get something that says final decision, there is a way to appeal that, but it's very, very time sensitive. If you get such a letter, you have a concern, reach out. Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com, and I will be happy to help you any way I can do that. The other thing with our friends at the SBA this weekend is the SBA has run out of money. So you know that on Friday, the SBA closed the ability to ask for an increase to your idle loan. If you had an idle loan and you wanted an increase, you had to ask by Friday. Well, now they have allocated already all the money, even though they haven't issued it to everybody. So you have people that have been approved but not actually received the money yet. They're going to get the money. I know that feeling. I'm like, open my wallet and where's the money? Where's the money? It's like, where's the beef? Where's the money? Where's the money? One of the things on my wall is this sign. Money talks, but mine always says goodbye. It's one of the wall hangings here in my office. But the SBA allowed you to request an increase to an idle loan. They have exhausted that money. That means if you had an application in, a request in, and it was approved, even if you haven't gotten it, you will get it. But if it had not been approved yet, you will not get it because the SBA has no more money. They will keep those applications on file should Congress ever allocate some more for it. But I am not betting on Congress allocating any more money. Congress is not. Congress is kind of done. They might replenish. There's a small chance that they can get it added to something else. There's a small chance they might do the Restaurant Revitalization Fund with some money for retailers in there, but I'm not banking on it. Again, your best bet for additional funds, well, there's two things. There's one, if you're eligible for it, the employee retention credit, and we've talked about that a lot in the past, it is still available. You can get that for 2020, and for the first 3 quarters of 2021, you can apply for that, is one option. And as we head into summer, especially in the next couple of months, there's going to be a lot of American Rescue Plan money locally in the form of grants that you can apply for and request. Again, set up a Google alert for your area so you're the first to know. Set up your county, your city, your state, and the word grant, small business grant, and set that up as something to look for, and keep an eye out for it. Again, with the idle loans, the economic injury disaster loans, those are deferred for 30 months from when they were issued, plus or minus a month, depending on when you were issued. And what that means, like, say if you got yours in April 2020, your first payment will be either September, August, or October, depending on the exact date and where your loan fell of when your payment is due. You can go to pay.gov, pay.gov, to make a payment. You can pay early. These loans are accruing interest, so you can pay early. You can also go to, we have all the links on narcs.org/resalestrong, where you can check your account balance and see how much interest is currently on your loan. You can see that all right there without a problem. So if you have any questions on that, again, reach out. Don't forget about that. We are 30, Adele, cover your ears. Adele, cover your ears. I don't want to stress Adele out. We are 32 days away from NART's in-person conference. In-person conference in Charlotte, North Carolina. 32 days. 32, I tell you. I am so excited. I am so excited to be back in person. Project Gratitude, if you haven't read about it in the May newsletter, is happening. I understand. Yay, Kitty, you're flying in early too. I'll be there early. And if you can help with Project Gratitude on the afternoon of, is that the 8th? Hang on a second, let me look at my calendar. Yes, June 8th. If you can help on the afternoon of June 8th with Project Gratitude, reach out to Bonnie Kallenberg. That would be great. If not, they really need women's tops. The charity Amy's Closet in Denver, North Carolina needs women's tops. If you can bring a few extra with you to donate, that would be wonderful, so that we can leave a great impact on the city of on the state of North Carolina. Would be wonderful. But it's going to be even wonderfuler to be there in person. Just 32 days. I can't wait. I am so excited. I am so excited. And I know there'll be carpools if you're going to help at the on-site on the afternoon of the 8th. There'll be carpools there. I've heard there's going to be on Thursday, the 9th, there's going to be Resale World training. I thought I heard a rumor that there'd be a marquee training too. I don't know officially about that, but there's just so many great things, and I can't wait to see you all in person. You know what else I can't wait for? This video and everything I talk about. This video and everything I talk about goes over to narcs.org/resalestrong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you. All the files, all the links, everything that I talk about goes over to narcs.org/resalestrong, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh, yes, you can ring the bell. Ring it so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Maybe they'll come to conference so that we can help everybody drive their business forward. Yes, we can. I'm here every Wednesday night at Wednesday and Sunday at more 8 than ish. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program with the Stay Positive book. Tonight we're on page 68. Today, decide to be that person who instills a positive belief in someone who needs to hear your encouraging words. Believe in others more than they believe in themselves. The character you possess during the drought is what your team will remember during the harvest. Boom! There you go, people. There you go. Stay positive. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a NARTS conference in person in 32 days. Yes, there will be an in-person conference. I think I'm going to bring the book with me. Yes, I will. But on where we will party again. We will. A wedding, a bar mitzvah, in-person conference. We're going to do it all. But until then, and until Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday.